Hey guys, so I just want to talk a little bit about the new track that just dropped today by The Killers. This is entitled The Man, and it just premiered today, and Brandon Flowers told BBC today that it is the lead-off single to their upcoming new album, Wonderful, Wonderful, which will be released later in 2017. So, The Killers, we haven't really gotten any new music from them in a long time. We haven't had a studio album since 2012, and I only own one of their albums, which is Hot Fuss, their debut from 2004. I liked the majority of their subsequent discography, but in spite of that, I've been wanting new music from The Killers for a while now. So this new track, The Man, am I the only one getting some Hot Fuzz vibes from this? And I am. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys out there are getting some Hot Fuzz vibes from it, but I am. And with that said, I'm very glad that I am, because that is one of my favorite alternative rock albums of the 2000s decade, and it's a welcome addition to their catalog, not only harkening back, in my opinion, to the Hot Fuss era, but also creating some new opportunities. So kind of moves up and down the scales, like some indie rock and new wave influences in there. It gives some like I said, some 80s, it gives some new wave influence. It's got some 80s tribute going on there, kind of like what Paramore did with After Laughter, with the lead single off that album, Hard Times. And it's got some simplistic songwriting, but also some high production value. Just some nice, simple thumping drum beats, some audible bass, some nice riffs. Really, like, the riffs are really slick, sly, and not overly abrasive. Just simple, straight old alternative rock, and that's kind of the way I like it. I think it works for such a great band like The Killers, where they can kind of keep the formula, not generic or derivative or bad by any means, but just very simplistic and very straight to the point, and just not cookie cutter, but still kind of just simplistic and just kind of in the know, I guess you could say. I have no complaints about this track. Again, some simplistic songwriting, as Brandon Flowers sings, of having gas in the tank and money in the bank, and telling his lover that he's the man. And again, this simplistic songwriting works for this composition. It works for a band like The Killers, where I think any other band, even in a scene like the one that The Killers are in, would fall flat on their face trying this type of lyrical content, especially for this type of composition, which is just like this mid-tempo indie rock, alt-rock, new wave hybrid that doesn't ever take a moment to let the instrumentals roar out at you. It's just very simplistic, not trying to lull you to sleep in any regard, but certainly just very mid-tempo, very just very straight to the point, never really giving it like any unneeded or unnecessary oomph to it, which it's subjective whether or not you prefer that or not, but it works for this format. So and that's one of the reasons why this track succeeds, because The Killers know what kind of music they're making. That's why I say it's very in the know track, per se. They know what kind of composition they're in, they know what kind of format they're working with, and they use their experience. They've been doing this for well over a decade, almost a decade and a half. They use it to their advantage. I'm going to give The Man a 4 out of 5. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Smack the like button if you did. Leave a comment what you think about this new song. Be sure to subscribe. Shortly after this video launches on the channel, I'll be filming my review of the new Hands Like House's single Drift that just dropped. They just moved from Rise to Hopeless Records, and they'll be on Warped Tour this year, so check out that shortly after you check out this review. Bye, guys.